Welcome back to Chronicles on the Focus, the podcast that dives deep into the fascinating lives of history's most intriguing figures. I'm your host, Bob, and with me as always, is the ever-brilliant Alice.
Hello, bookworms and history buffs. Today, we're soaring into the life of a man who was both a daring aviator and a captivating wordsmith, Antoine de Saint-Exupéry. Buckle up, because this isn't your average biography.
Exactly, Alice. This guy was a Renaissance man before Renaissance men were cool. Pilot, writer, adventurer, the whole shebang. And the stories behind his life are even more captivating than his famous book.
Let's start with the basics. Born in 1900 into a somewhat aristocratic, yet surprisingly impoverished, family in Lyon, France. His father's untimely death when Antoine was just a child certainly shaped him. But it wasn't just sadness, his brother's death was another heartbreaking event. I mean, losing a sibling at 15? That's devastating.
Absolutely. That loss, the difficult family situation, that all really seeped into his writing, don't you think? I mean, the emotional depth of The Little Prince. It's not just a children's book, it's a profound reflection on life, loss, and love. It's heavy stuff, even for adults.
Totally. And his adventurous spirit? He wasn't just flying mail planes for fun. He was pioneering airmail routes across treacherous landscapes, facing down sandstorms and even hostage situations. He was basically Indiana Jones with wings and a pen.
And the women. His marriage to Consuelo Sunson was, let's just say, colorful. A Salvadoran artist with a viper's tongue, as he described her. Their relationship was tempestuous, to say the least. And he had some other affairs. Talk about a complicated love life.
Oh, the drama. But that's what makes it so compelling. His writing reflects this complexity, this internal struggle. It's not just action and adventure. There's a deep philosophical undercurrent running through all his works. His books, Night Flight, Wind, Sand and Stars, Flight to Eris. These aren't just stories, they're explorations of the human condition, seen through the lens of a man who pushed his own limits.
And of course, we can't forget The Little Prince. Published in 1943, it became a global phenomenon and is still beloved today. But do you know what's really fascinating? The illustrations were done by Saint-Exupéry himself. And the inspiration for the Rose character? Most believe it was heavily based on his own complicated wife, Consuelo.
Exactly. A beautiful, yet bittersweet masterpiece. And sadly, his own story ends in mystery. He disappeared during a reconnaissance mission in 1944, presumed lost at sea. Only in 2000 was wreckage found, leaving the exact cause of the crash a lingering question mark. A tragic end to a truly extraordinary life.
A life lived to the fullest, both in the sky and on the page. Antoine de Saint-Exupéry, a true legend. And that's all the time we have for today's episode of Chronicles on the Focus. Join us next time for another captivating story.
Au revoir. And don't forget to check out his books. You won't regret it.